So you hear the expression all the time that the grass is not always greener on the other side, except so many people fall for this trap. They see something that they think they like, that they think is better than what they have, and they end up ruining everything and making a huge mistake. And this sentiment applies really well in sex. A lot of people with their sexual partners will think that, wow, this person has a better body than my partner, or this person is probably more sexual than my partner. And you always think that the grass is greener on the other side, and that if you have sex with someone else that you have built up in your mind, that sex is going to be better than the sex that you are currently having with your partner. And that's such a temptation. It's such a tempting thing to want because sex is such a motivating thing. And let me just tell you that the grass isn't greener on the other side when it comes to sex. Now, this statement is considering a lot of factors. Have you talked about sex with your current partner? Do you trust your current partner? Are you in a good, loving relationship with your current partner? If all those things are true, then the grass most likely is not greener on the other side, and you should forget about any of those temptations because you are never going to feel as connected and be able to be as immersed and engaged in that sexual experience with some stranger that you have built up in your mind. It's going to be awkward in the beginning. It's going to be weird and uncomfortable, and you're going to have pretty much vanilla sex. No matter how passionate you think that you will be in your head when you're imagining these scenarios with crushes or some hot person that you saw on TV. Yeah, those sexual experiences you're imagining in your head, yeah, they're awesome. You're passionate. You're just going to town. But let me tell you that real life is much different than those fantasies you are having. In real life, you are not going to be as passionate. You might really like that person and really feel passionate about sleeping with them and having sex with them, but when it actually comes to that moment, you are going to be uncomfortable, you are going to feel insecure, you're going to feel all those things that you feel with a new sexual partner all over again, and your fantasy is not quite going to be the accurate representation of what happens in real life. The amount of time that you have taken to build rapport, build trust, build a connection with your current sexual partner, that is invaluable time, and that improves your sexual performance, it improves your sexual quality if you do it the correct way. If you actually figure out what your partner likes and they know what you like and you're on the same wavelength and you are free from insecurity, that sex is going to be more passionate, more amazing, more mentally stimulating than any sex will be with some stranger that you have put up on a pedestal. And putting people up on a pedestal adds to the pressure even more, and it causes that real life encounter to be even more awkward, more stressful, and less pleasurable as a product. As a result, I should say, cheating is a really common thing, and it is much more common than it should be. And from my experience, what I've seen with so many people is that they think the grass is greener on the other side. They have built this person up in their head. They think sex with that person will be so great, so awesome, so passionate. Because like I said, they have pictured these scenarios in their head. And when you're picturing these scenarios in your head, you're not thinking about performance anxiety and stuff like that. You're always performing like a complete stud. And so why is there any room for insecurity there? So unless you build a complete relationship with that new person that you have had a crush on or think that the sex is going to be better with that person, unless you really build rapport and get comfortable with that person enough to be passionate, then that sex is going to be awkward, lame, boring, and unfulfilling. Don't fall for the temptation. The grass is not greener, and sex with your current partner is going to be the best sex. If it is not good right now, then you have in your power to improve your circumstances by talking to your partner, incorporating more dirty talk, making the sex more psychologically stimulating rather than focusing on the physical acts. And trust me, with that person working together, communicating, and getting comfortable with each other, since you already have that relationship built up and you're already at that point, the sex has so much more potential to be amazingly passionate, engrossing, and just phenomenal. And way better than it would be with a casual encounter with a stranger. Don't cheat on your partner. That's stupid and it sucks and it can ruin a really good thing. You could come to find out that I was right all along and you went out and cheated on your partner. The sex wasn't that great. It wasn't how you picture it in your head, and then you've gone and ruined a perfectly good relationship that really shouldn't have been ruined. So, hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, leave me a comment. You can ask me any questions down there, and I would love to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, it helps me out. Helps me get this amazing message out. Well, at least I think it's amazing. Anyway, hope to see you in the next video. And until next time, bye guys.